What made Kendrick Lamar's 2025 Super Bowl halftime show more than just a performance? It wasn't simply about the music or the choreography. It was a cultural milestone, carefully crafted over months of hard work and visionary artistry. This wasn't just entertainment. It was a bold statement about artistry, Black culture, and the power of perseverance. The stage was set not only for Kendrick, but for an unforgettable cultural moment that transcended the usual spectacle. But how did it all come together? And what was the real story behind that unforgettable performance? From the very first moment of planning, this halftime show was destined to be something special. Kendrick Lamar, known for his revolutionary approach to music and art, assembled a team of designers, choreographers, musicians, and technicians who shared his vision of creating something far beyond a traditional Super Bowl performance. The collaboration was as dynamic as the performance itself. It wasn't just about the right lighting, music, or choreography. It was about crafting an entire experience that told a story. Through every beat and movement, months of work went into perfecting the vision. Kendrick's creative direction was clear from the outset.
The best 10 seconds of my life. 10 seconds! Woo! Y'all killed it!
Yo, guys, niggas just did the fucking Super Bowl, my nigga. Niggas just did the Super Bowl, son. Yeah, niggas just did the Super Bowl. Yeah.
Did anyone notice this dancer in the Super Bowl at Kendrick Lamar's performance? He not only committed to the part wearing red, but he also dyed his hair and really said, "Kendrick, I got your back."
You made history already. Appreciate that. Thank you. You didn't have to win anything, you already won. You understand?
After all, when life hands you a chance to shine, you don't hesitate. What followed was nothing short of iconic. Serena Williams, known around the world for her incredible athleticism, suddenly became the center of a cultural moment with a dance move that instantly became a social media sensation. It wasn't just the performance that stood out, it was the energy, the joy, the spontaneity of it all. In a single, fleeting moment, Serena solidified her place in history. But was it all planned? Or did she just happen to bust out this legendary dance move in the heat of the moment? What seemed an extra layer of surprise to the show. But there's one thing we know for sure. This wasn't just any dance move. It was the kind of moment that could only happen on a stage as big as the Super Bowl. And as the rumors began swirling, it seemed that there might have been even more to this moment than met the eye. Rumors quickly began to swirl about the possible tension between Kendrick Lamar and Drake, and Serena's appearance on stage only added fuel to the fire. As we know, Kendrick and Drake have been involved in a long-standing feud, and this performance seemed to add an extra layer of drama to their already complex relationship. The speculation centered on whether Kendrick had invited Serena, not just for her dance moves, but to send a subtle message to Drake. Was it a calculated move? A way for Kendrick to amplify the intensity of his
unforgettable.
Watching white Americans react to Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl performance is really interesting, and it tells me a lot about white American culture, right? You see, I'm not American. I know some people think I am, but I am Irish. And the thing is, after watching the performance, and I watched it on repeat a few times, I have to admit, and then it kind of fed me into watching a bunch of other videos. You know, you tumble down a rabbit hole. But by the time I was watching it in Japan, I was on the bullet train. I was watching it on the bullet train. By the time I got off the train, I was like inspired. You know, I was like, I make sure that my best and favorite Irish trad music is downloaded to my phone so I can listen to it while I'm walking around Kyoto. I was like, where are my Irish authors at? What I need to get like a Seamus Heaney poetry book open right now. I need to see a freaking Irish play. I need to go home and I need to go down to West Cork, where all of my family is from, and I need to stand on the shores of the ocean, and I need the wind to wash over me on a cliff top, and I need to sing the Fields of Athenry at the top of my lungs. Like, that's what it made me feel, because it made me feel deeply connected to culture. Because while it wasn't my culture or my experience, what I watched was something that was so clearly rooted and structured in such a way to talk about Black culture and the Black experience in America, and the symbolism of Sam Jackson is Uncle Sam narrating through, giving you literally the direct path of the story of conform. Oh, good boy, you're conforming. Oh no, now you're breaking the rules. Like, the whole, like, everything, the lines, the song choices, the flow, the patterns, the symbolism, the choreography. As someone who's not American, it was clear as day. So tell me why all of the white American videos that I am seeing reacting to this, all they're saying is, oh my God, he dissed Drake. Oh my God, he did it. Oh my God. Oh, that was the biggest F you to Drake. It was all about Drake. It's all about Drake. It's not about Drake. It's not about Drake. And the fact that you don't see that, and the fact that you don't understand what you watched, tells me everything I need to know about white American culture. And I'm not saying that to be rude, and I'm not saying that to be disrespectful. But at a time when they are erasing DEI protocols, at a time when people who do not fit the mold, which is the evangelical Christian national whiteness in America, at this time in the world, when you are connecting to your concept of what culture is to you in America, and all it seems to be is about gossip, hate, military, American exceptionalism, we're strong, we're great, we're this. You have a South African immigrant dismantling your government. Like, I don't understand how people can be so blind to what is happening in front of them. And it kind of explains to me a little bit about why there is this kind of push against wokeness and DEI and Black culture. And it just seems to be jealousy, right? Because, okay, look, we know this, clear as day, we know this, that whenever someone tries to implement equality or equity, the people who have had the advantage the whole time suddenly begin to feel oppressed. You know? Like, this point has been raised many, many times before. So something that suddenly starts feeling like oppression, and it feels unfair, and they want to push back against it. But the lack of self-awareness to recognize that, hey, yeah, that's the point. Like, you've had the advantage this whole time, and now that your advantage is being taken away from you, it feels unfair to you. So how do you think it feels to be at a disadvantage the entire time of your existence? And all it's doing is leveling. That's all DEI is doing, is leveling it. It's just making it so that it's fair for everyone. But people don't want to do that. I've had a lot of comments recently. I made some video about to do with like science history, and there was so many people jumped in bringing up feminism and being like, oh yeah, it's just the feminist movement, it's feminism at its worst. And it's like, excuse me, feminism is very simply just about equality. Feminism is just about making sure that men and women are equal in society. That's all feminism is. And the fact that anyone is anti that, the fact that people get so aggressive about it, and they want to pick and choose, and they find different ways, and they find different people who maybe have more extreme viewpoints, and then they jump on that. Oh, what about? I don't care. So anyway, I'm just fascinated, and like I said, look, I'm not trying to be offensive, but the reality is, the state of the world today and the way things are going on right now is, if you are a bit offended, I don't really know what to tell you, man. You know, you kind of need to do a little bit of introspection if you're offended by anything I said, and try to figure out why you're offended. Because if all you can pick out of what I've said here is that you see something as like anti-American, you're really still missing the point. Please, God, open your eyes and see the point. It's so important right now.